This is just a very simple chicken recipe video, and while you watch, allow me to share my thoughts on friendship. If you are an Oprah Winfrey, you have to always wonder about your so-called friends. Are they or aren't they friends, true friends? If you're not an Oprah Winfrey, it is still a question to be considered. Are your friends true friends, or are they users? Users or friends? In my case, I consider myself very fortunate because my friends are true friends. I have very few friends, but they're all very true friends. And speaking about true friends, some dinner music from a truly beautiful friend of mine, Mr. Leslie Butler. Many years ago, I played golf with an attorney and a friend, and I casually asked about taxes and the laws in doing business overseas. He answered just as casually, "Sure, I'll get back to you on that," and we continued our game. A few days later, I received his answer in the form of a law letter on the Foreign Sales Corporation Act and a bill for $350. It was his very effective way to handle so-called friend me when I crossed the line as a friend. In fact, what happened was I showed total disrespect and disregard for him as a professional. It was a fantastic lesson for me as a photographer. I paid the bill because the information was priceless and it was geared to my specific situation at the time. It was money well spent and a lesson well learned. Not to mention a deeper respect for him as a professional and as a man, and a deeper friendship ensued. And of course, as I said, it was a lesson, a very valuable lesson to be learned. You can be a friend to someone, or you can be a user. Recently, a so-called friend asked me to shoot some pictures for an invitation to a Halloween party. I did, and I also designed his invitation. I was glad to do it because, after all, he was a friend. He then added as a by the way that I was invited. Because his invitation seemed to lack sincerity, I made it a point not to go. Later when I saw him, he was very angry that I was not at his party because he was looking forward to me shooting pictures of his party. Friend or user? Another friend asked that I make a video to advertise his wife's birthday party. His wife even mentioned that she would love to meet my wife someday. Once again, I was issued an invitation. By the way, I did make that video to advertise his wife's birthday party. And when he issued that invitation to the party, I honestly thought that he was inviting me and my wife to his party. So, my wife and I did go to his party. When I introduced my wife to this friend, his remark was that he was very glad that I came because he was hoping that I had brought my camera to shoot pictures of his party. Recognizing my value to this person, my wife and I left. Friend or user? Here's the thing. You must decide if your friend is a true friend to you, or are you just using that person, and vice versa. In my case, I have friends in the restaurant business, but as a rule, I pay when I eat at his restaurant each and every time, except when he specifically insists on paying. I don't want to be rude, but I'm always very cautious about accepting gifts. I have friends in many professions, and I do my best to never ask them for favors in their profession. I think it is rude and insensitive, and it suggests strongly that I have no respect for his or her profession. If, for example, my friend is an auto mechanic, I don't ask him to fix my car. If I do, I'll insist that I'm billed as any other customer. So it is with every profession. I try my best to be a friend, not a user. And now allow me to answer the phone. Oh boy, this looks so very good, and it was so very easy. Don't you agree?